Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I wanted to share this article with you about a Kentucky man who was forced out of his own home after his friends claimed squatters' rights and got a court order. Squatters have been something that I don't know why. That's been something that I've been concerned about. Whether I should be or not, I have been. This past summer, Daniel Toma, a homeowner in Louisville, Kentucky, invited his friend Amy Davis and her boyfriend Tyler Senkuk over for a few beers. Afterwards, the couple's car wouldn't start. Toma let them spend the night in his garage while they worked to fix it. After working on the car in the driveway for a few days, they brought along a mattress and other personal belongings. That's when things started to head south. So you can see this. It wasn't even strangers that came and just squatted or camped in his yard. This is someone who was allegedly his friend who completely took advantage of him. The couple allegedly changed the locks on the garage, installed cable, and started to receive mail to Toma's address, all without any formal agreement or rent payment. And that's something that I know. If people can receive mail at your address, then they can show, see, I live here, and the authorities just let it go. If you have an unlocked mailbox and you start to receive mail that you don't recognize, that could be a problem. And that's something that we need to be aware of. I asked them to go. My roommates asked them to go. They wouldn't leave. We tried to tell them. Senkuk started saying they had squatters' rights. Toma told Wave, I didn't want to throw them out on the street. I was just trying to be kind. Toma put up a 30-day eviction notice around Labor Day, but the situation went from bad to worse. See, it doesn't pay to try to be the nice guy, to try to help people, and then when they're taking advantage of you. Senkuk and one of Toma's roommates got into a physical altercation, leading to Senkuk filing an emergency protective order against Toma. The judge granted the order, which forced Toma, the guy who owns the house, to stay 500 feet away from them and his own home, effectively leaving him homeless. Can you imagine? The people are just squatting in your garage. You can't get them out, and now the authorities are allowing the squatters to stay, and they're kicking you out of your own home? For Toma, it meant he can't sleep in his own bed. I feel like I have no power. I feel like I have no rights. The court's decision in Toma's case may have stemmed from several factors. When Senkuk applied for the protective order, he indicated Toma was a roommate, not the homeowner, so the nature of their relationship may not have been clear to the judge. Oh, let's imagine that the guy who's like squatting in your house is going to lie. That wouldn't happen, right? Additionally, Senkuk claimed he and Toma had an agreement that he would perform various maintenance and chores around the property in exchange for living in the garage, which may have seemed credible to the court. Toma denies this arrangement ever existed. I don't know, wouldn't you have to have something like that in writing? I was shocked that a judge would just take their word for it. In many states, squatters' rights allow a person to legally acquire property through a process called an adverse possession law. The time period that the squatter must occupy the property before trying to claim ownership varies from state to state. You can see, even in Kentucky, squatters who openly live on a property for 15 years may try to claim ownership. However, when it comes to people renting, it's only a matter of a few days. So what do we do as homeowners and property owners to try to protect ourselves? For homeowners and landlords, squatters can pose a serious legal challenge. Eviction laws in many states can be leveraged by squatters to stay in a home they have no legal claim to. Here are a few tips to mitigate the risk of squatters and protect your property. For starters, place no trespassing signs on your property. Install an alarm system. Level up your home security with high-end locks, window bars, motion sensors, security cameras. But that only works if it's strangers and not your friends or so-called friends. Squatters will often target properties that appear vacant, so make yours look lived in, even if you're not actually around all that often. Set outdoor and indoor lights on a timer, put up a beware of dogs sign, and even consider having a car parked out front occasionally. Here's the most important lesson that these people learned. If you're allowing someone to temporarily stay on your property, consider giving them a legal document that includes an end date. The statement should outline the terms and conditions of their stay and whether any rent is expected. This way, you can prove your legal status if a disagreement occurs. Finally, take action quickly to remove squatters or limit their access. The longer you allow unwelcome guests to stay, the murkier the legal matters become. Let's take a lesson from this. It doesn't take but a matter of days before a squatter can gain permission for them to stay in your home or on your property and even force you out. Nobody wants to have to deal with this, so we need to be proactive. So keep an eye out on your own property, on your neighbor's property. If anyone you know is, say, a snowbird or is going on vacation, pay attention to what's going on in your neighborhood so that illegal squatters can't become a problem where you live. Squatting is a problem we may have to face more and more in the future, so let's try to be proactive to protect ourselves and our neighbors from this problem. Leave it in the comments below if you have any other suggestions or if you have experienced anything like this so that we can learn from each other how to stay safe in our own homes. I hope you'll like my video, share this video, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.